we've run into a lot of people who have said that, African Americans are religious, and all of the traditions in the African American community are religious traditions. And so they don't know about the Freethought history in Black history. So one of the goals was, yes, be visible. Let's show people that we exist, we're out there, we're not aliens. There are more than three of us. Let's show them that there's a historical context. And what better time to do that than during Black History Month? Someone like Frederick Douglass. We could certainly say, look at these people, they certainly had questions about religion, they certainly followed these humanist values. Frederick Douglass definitely had doubts about religion, and some of his quotes about that are really well known. He actually had huge issues with religion and its role in perpetuating slavery. I think for some of the more modern figures like Langston Hughes and Zora Hurston and Carter D. Woodson, who created Negro History Week, which became Black History Month, I think it's more that there's a certain story that we tell when it comes to Black history and some of the leading figures in Black history. A lot of Black people have learned big chunks of Black history through Black churches. And in the Black community, and a big role that's played. I mean, over 30, 40 years, there haven't been other voices to pass on this history. And the Black churches will not say that someone was an atheist or a free thinker. That's also true when it comes to some of the historical figures in Black history and during the Civil Rights Movement who were gay. That people find out at some point, oh, that person was gay? What? I never knew that. And it's because, the churches don't really want to talk about that. And in elementary schools, they don't really talk about that for a lot of historical figures, not just people who are involved in Black history. We aimed for Black neighborhoods for the billboards. We'll highlight some of the humanism and unbelief of some of these historical African American figures. We'll put them on billboards, but also connect people to the modern, the local group members and leaders in these different cities who are doing the outreach, doing the grassroots organizing that's so important, community building.
I am really excited about the billboard. I mean, there have been other billboard campaigns out there, but no one on the billboards looked like me. And that person looks exactly like me on the billboard. It's me. So it's really exciting, just the whole concept of it, and for it to be as personal as my own picture up there, letting people know that they're not alone in this journey. I'm really excited about it. I'm flattered that I'm even a part of it.
I was really pleased at how excited they were and how willing they were to stick their face on a billboard in their city where they live with their families. Maybe historically it hasn't been seen as a positive quality to be a freethinker and atheist.
To see a local Black woman up there and then have another famous Black woman up there again that a lot of people probably didn't know was a free-thinking African-American female. I just think it's cool. It's really cool to have all of that together. You got Black women, you got local Black women, and then it's not a pushy message.
In the past, atheist organizations and secular organizations have put up billboards that say something like, doubts about God, you're not alone, join this local group. And some of the loudest voices against those billboards have been Black church leaders or members of the Black community.
As far as the billboard, it takes faith to believe that it's not a God. It takes faith to believe in nothing as well as it takes faith to believe in something. It takes faith to believe that I came from a monkey as well as I came from God. Everything takes faith. One is positive faith, one is negative faith. And I find that people that don't believe in God, then they're operating on that negative side of faith.
With a billboard like that, I just ignore stuff, because it's a lot of stuff that's put in the Black community that makes no sense to me. It's like all the cheap cigarettes or the cheap alcohol, that's where they put it at. They put that in the Black community. So that fits right in line with other stuff, you know. I don't think an adult at this stage in life will look at that billboard and make them change their belief system.
I think that it's not going to convert people, but it will get people talking, and that's how I was converted. You know, I didn't actually start out saying I wanted to become an atheist. I actually started out saying that I wanted a closer relationship with God, and the more research that I did, the more questions that I had, and had I known that there were other people out there who had similar questions and were able to walk that journey before me, I think it would have been a much smoother transition because I wouldn't have been reinventing the wheel alone. And this billboard proves that there are other people who've done it before, and maybe, you know, other people can do it as well.
When you look at it, it's just very clearly is talking to people who already have doubts. So I know a lot of people say that they say that anytime a non-believer, atheist, agnostic, anytime any of us speak out, that it's because we're trying to convert somebody, and usually it's exactly the opposite. It's usually just to tell our own stories, and I feel like that's exactly what the Billboard is doing. You know, it's just saying that here are two people who have had doubts, and if you have doubts, you're not alone. I mean, it's pretty straightforward.